you had a theory, and I want to pick your brain about this. Like in terms of Roger Rabbit, you expressed concerns to me and our buddy Dre.
Mhm.
You don't, like you were saying, you don't know what this means for Roger Rabbit. What do you mean by, like, if you can elaborate on that?
Okay, and that's actually a really good segue, because based off of how the land now is going to become, so you kind of have this Roger Rabbit attraction that's sort of based off of the 1988 Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Right.
So again, it's almost like you're taking something that and you're just kind of like pasting it into something that's going to be brand new. And I wondered, what was it going to be for Roger Rabbit, because unfortunately he's like a dying tune. Unfortunately, a lot of kids, a lot of people don't know too much about Roger Rabbit. So to still keep that attraction, which I know the Disney community would be in an uproar if they were to even consider the notion of, I can't even say it, because I would probably be one of them, because that's the last thing, because we used to be able to meet and greet Roger in the parks,
Right.
So Roger Rabbit Cartoon Spin is the last thing ever in a Disney park that holds Roger Rabbit, aside from Disneyland Paris, because I know he's heavily big in Disneyland Paris. But in the domestic parks, that's the only thing left. And it just concerns me that you're going to have a whole updated, they're going to redo the whole entire land. And when you look at the concept art, and if you kind of look to the side, I don't know if you actually have a photo of it.
I do actually. Let me pull that up. You want me to pull up like the Roger Rabbit area?
Yeah, if you can. If you look at the side where Roger, it's kind of, I don't want to say blurred out, but it doesn't give a full depiction of what that area is really going to be.
Okay.
So yeah, if you kind of like look at that area, it's almost like where they're showing the building of what it is, but it's not really showcasing anything of Roger Rabbit.
Right.
And
you're right.
That's what kind of concerns me.
Yeah, they are minimizing it. That is an issue. I have a couple of theories on this too. Here's my thing, because they just recently announced, I think back in like September or maybe even October, I'm not really sure, how Jessica Rabbit was going to play a different role in this attraction.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to be more of like a private eye, more of a detective. If I was a betting man, I would say that there's going to be a revamp of this attraction. Now, I don't think they're going to completely remove the Roger Rabbit IP from the ride. It'll still be Roger Rabbit. But I think this Jessica Rabbit storyline of her being a private eye is going to be a much bigger thing than we think it will be. I wouldn't be surprised if the ride itself is more of a Jessica Rabbit attraction based on her detective work and what have you. Maybe they'll minimize Roger and have it more like Jessica Private Eye kind of theme. And that's why you're seeing not too much Cartoon Spin signage, because I think it maybe will be reimagined as a more Jessica centric. That's what I'm kind of leaning towards, just because of the announcement a couple months ago with all the
that is true, because why would they update a character if they knew they were going to remove it? Now, it also gave me a little bit more high hope that when they announced that Roger Rabbit was going to make some cameo appearances on some of the Disney Plus shows that are going to be coming out with Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So that also makes me wonder that if they reboot this whole entire attraction, is it going to be based off of now the newer revamped Roger Rabbit? And what role could this actually be potential to actually start him off with his own spin-off series from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers reboot?
Oh man, from your lips to God's ears, my friend. And here's the thing, and I hope any Roger Rabbit stuff that they do, I hope that Steven Spielberg is very much involved.
Yes,
Steven Spielberg is a genius. The stuff that he's done, even for Warner Brothers, like with Tiny Toons and Animaniacs, even the new Animaniacs on Hulu, which is brilliant, which also Steven Spielberg is assisting them on. you got to bring Steven Spielberg on, you know?
Yes.
So I hope if they are they are doing that Roger Rabbit stuff in the Chippendale hybrid live action movie for Disney Plus, they got to have Spielberg having some input on that, some creative input on that. Spielberg has a way. Oh man, his stuff is just, oh God.
No matter what he touches, he's like the golden child. He's like King Midas. Everything he touches, it just turns to gold.
It does. And he has a way of Spielberg is really brilliant, because what Spielberg does is he makes it family friendly. Like you could watch Animaniacs with your kids. Okay. It's not like inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? It's not like vulgar or anything. But Spielberg has a way of sort of creating this family friendly content. But then there's stuff in there that's like a little nod and a wink to the adult watching.
Yes.
And he does that beautifully. And I don't know if Disney can do that. I really don't have much faith in Disney without him there.
Especially in today's time, I don't think Disney would even go down that route to even attempt to. No. Yeah.
I'm actually shocked that Jessica Rabbit's even a thing in this attraction, because she's a pretty, let's be real,
she's risque. She's very risque.
Yeah, she's a pretty sexualized character. I don't care if you put a trench coat on her and call her a detective, it's still going to be an issue, kind of. And
that's what Disney really has to realize, is when you automatically put a character out there in the world that's been there for over 30 plus years, you're automatically still going to see that character for how she is, as that lounge singer, long legs, sequin dress, sitting down playing patty cake, that's Jessica Rabbit.
And let's be honest, man, it's not her fault. She's just drawn that way.
She's drawn that way.